wanting to go in the slime direction. It's like, do they have some leftover in the warehouse? And they're like, oh yeah, just throw that in. Sure. Let's get rid of that. Welcome everybody to another episode of Out of the Box. And yes, we're all here, Johnny, Chloe, and I. And yes, we apologize. Mainly it's my fault. We have not filmed in a couple weeks, but we are here to talk about new releases. But before we get into new releases, let's do a quick little catch up. Who wants to go first? Let's go with Chloe. How have you been the past couple weeks?
Hi. I've been good. We're alive. We're still alive. I've been good. Busy. Doll Awards and personal life and baby content. I've been good though. It's been, hopefully, and let me not jinx it, it's been pretty good so far.
You had to say that. You had to say that. And
watch next week. I get run over by a bus or something.
As long as you filmed your Doll Awards clips, that's fine.
Let me go ahead and film that.
Johnny, how have you been?
I've been good too. It's very much the same with Chloe. Doll Award season is very, very hectic. A lot of work. I filmed a couple of stuff here and there. Me and Chloe got together. We filmed some stuff. So I'm very excited for everyone to see what we filmed. We hope you guys enjoy. But yeah, very hectic season. We've had collaborations and stuff going on, as you guys have seen. So, but we're ready. We've been missing the podcast. So we're here to talk about all these topics today.
Yeah. I know. The Doll Awards, I can't believe it's literally going to be here in about a month's time. Yeah, around a month. I just hope everyone just really enjoys it. I mean, we really do put blood, sweat, and tears in it. More of one of those ingredients than others, more tears. But, we really do put a lot of passion into it. And it's a lot of fun. At the end of the day, it is a lot of fun. And I think this year will be just so exciting because we have a lot of fun little things we're adding in. And so in a month's time. But yes, and also it's been very hectic for me as well. Work, things. I'm like, oh, I'll take a break. I'll slow it down a little bit to focus on stuff. I never should have said that because here I am 4 weeks later and we still haven't filmed anything. And there's been so many new dolls that have come out. So with Monster High particularly, we had Creeproduction dolls that I think we had Creeproduction dolls come out in 2022, and we had the 4 core dolls that kind of came out and we're like, oh, this is cute. And then it was kind of quiet. We really didn't hear anything else about new Creeproductions being released. And then literally at I think it was 8 p.m. my time the other night, my phone went ding, ding, ding. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, the Creeproduction. And I was like, what? And guess what? There's new Creeproduction dolls out that sold out in a minute. So I didn't get any. Did you guys get a chance of getting any by any chance?
I didn't. I saw it too. I think I was just minding my own business, going about life. And then out of nowhere, I also saw all the notifications. And then I started seeing people posting. And I was like, what's going on? And then when I saw that, I'm like, what's going on? But I was like, oh my God, the Creeproductions, Abby, oh my, it's Vectra. I'm like, oh my God, I want them. And then they were saying that they were on a website and people started buying them and they sold out. And then I was like, well, I guess I'm going to have to wait for the actual release date and retail price, but I didn't get any. I do want to get Abby though, because I love Abby.
I know that's your favorite. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I like that they kind of kept the boxes a little similar. There are a few differences. Have you noticed any particular differences, Johnny, with them?
It's just that they have I think the little circle says Boo Original Creeproductions. I think it's very obvious that they're
very similar. Because I think I was watching somebody, I think it's I'm so sorry if I'm not giving you a proper shout out. I think it was Cleo's Nile,
I think so. Yeah.
The box, when you're looking at the doll, the view window is cut slightly different. The window's slightly a little different than the original ones. So I think that's another thing too. So the circle where it says Creeproductions, and then also the little cutout looks slightly different. But I've also seen people now that have unboxed them, because some people have already been unboxing them, which is so wild and fast, that the hair is different. The hair texture, I think one is nylon, one's saran. So they've actually, I don't want to say lessened the quality, but I'm concerned that they're just not at the same quality, which is expected, I feel like, for a reproduction line that's being kept at a non-collector level of pricing. If these dolls were maybe $100 a piece, then I feel like they would be out of the park. But I feel like they were trying to keep it at this price point, and for where we are now, it's not 2013 anymore, so we can't get that type of quality for $25. So I think that's why we have a few of those unfortunate quality differences. I know we have, what is it, Gulia, Abby, and Spectra.
And Spectra.
And then the rumor is that Cleo is coming, though, because I've seen some people posting stuff, and I don't know if it's real.
Yeah.
I heard Cleo and Deuce as a 2-pack.
Yes.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, so they're gonna come out together. Okay. I like that.
That's what I heard too. That's what I heard too. I'm excited for them. It gives, for me particularly, it gives me an opportunity to try and get them. I know it's not the same like from 10 years ago, but I wasn't able to get them 10 years ago, and I missed out on a lot of the very early releases. So this is exciting for me. I'm really excited.
I know, it's definitely exciting. Did you guys, how was your experience with the first Creeproductions, the first wave, like when we had Laguna, Frankie? Because I went to, I want to say like 7 or 8 Walmarts. I never even saw the display. I only saw one Laguna and the box was crushed. So I never bought her. That was the only Creeproduction I ever saw.
Me too. I was talking to somebody else on Instagram about this, and I was like, I never saw them in any store. Like, I'm very blessed from the doll gods and receive them as PR. And those are the 4 that I have, and I still stare at them. But outside of that, I never saw them. Like, we went to, at the time when they got released, I was in LA, and we went to the Mattel store, we went to Walmart's, we went to nothing. There was nothing. So I don't know if they were in such a select market. First off, where was that market? Because I see a lot of people saying they never found them. Or they were just in such a limited number, like each store maybe only got like 4. You know what I mean? So I'm really interested to see if this year, well, I guess they're supposed to be releasing what, January 2024, I guess is the official released time from what I've seen. I'm wondering, are they going to limit it to Walmart exclusivity, and are they going to be producing more, since so many people were in an uproar about not being able to find them? So I'm really, it's going to be interesting. I mean, I'm really glad that some people were able to get them at least.
Yeah, I hope I hope it's not a Walmart exclusive, because the ones, like the first ones, I was able to find them in stores. I didn't see the display, but I did see, like, I want to say maybe like 25 of each doll, except Draculaura. But I only saw them in one store ever. And I never found Draculaura. I was able to get the 3 of them, but I wasn't able to get Draculaura. So I'm hoping it's not like an exclusive to Walmart again, and I hope that they're available like on Amazon and Target, and there's more availability.
I'm the same way. I'm like sitting here, I'm like trying to pick my words. I'm like being professional, and I'm like,
me too. Yeah, no, I just hope that there's more of them, because I do want to get them, and it would be really nice to get them like in person and have that little moment of like, oh, I found them in person. You know, it always feels nice when you find a doll in person and you don't have to order it online or like pay crazy amounts of money, you know, because people want to buy 200 of them and sell them. But
yeah, I'm already seeing people posting that they're selling them for like 150, 200. And I'm like, and this is one thing I always tell people, I'm like, just wait. I mean, I know that's so difficult. And especially as collectors, we just obviously really, really want them immediately with our gratification. But like it was such a limited number. I think it was like 300 the first time. And then it got released the next morning at like 8 a.m. And I missed that also, obviously. But I feel like once they hit bigger numbers, it'll be I'm hoping a little bit easier for everybody to get, because I want people, we were able, at least I was able to enjoy it when they first were released in 2013, but I want anybody who maybe got into Monster High later in life or just never were able to find some of the originals, like you said, have that moment, even though they're not the same doll exactly, but they're pretty close. They're pretty close. And now let's talk about, with MGA, we have, obviously Rainbow High has some new stuff coming out. And right now, for those of you who are not watching and just listening, I will describe that I'm holding something pink, glittery, and it's in a pile. And Oopsie Slime Surprise and Rainbow High in one. What is going on? So some pictures were leaked recently, like as in recent, I mean like 2 weeks ago. And so Rainbow High will be having possible pets, and the pets are little Poopsie Slime Surprise critters that we all thought were discontinued, which I assume are still discontinued, but now they're coming together with the dolls. A little strange. I've seen some mixed opinions. How do we feel on this, you two? How do we feel?
Oh my goodness.
Uh,
I'm actually here for it. I don't know. I'm a fan of the poopsie slimes. I love the little poop that you were
Me
just
too.
holding. It's so cute. I'm here for the little pet. I don't know. I just really love them. I know some people don't like them. They're very polarizing, but I
Yeah.
love those. I went
Yeah.
crazy. Like whenever the Fantasy Friends, those went on sale for like $2, $3. I like took the whole box. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Oh, me too.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this new chapter of Rainbow High. Give it some time, guys. Let's not be too critical. See, everyone's like ripping them apart. Let's just see. We just saw a blurry picture, so
I know. It's always rip apart the blurry picture. I'm I thought I was alone. So I guess I'm not alone. I honestly am not I'm not against it because yes, I really did like the little critters. I have my little sloth. He's so cute. I think the eyes are really, really cute. I really enjoyed the evolution of where we had the Poopsie Slime doll to where now with the Rainbow High. To me, it's all in the same universe. So I get it. And then also, when you think what sells a doll, what's the demographic, right? They're not looking at just collectors. They're looking at, of course, parents and kids probably little pets. Because why do you think Barbie has had 50 puppies in the past year and like so many little kittens? Because kids want little pets and animals. So to me, it was almost like a natural progression when Rainbow High, it's like, okay, well, this isn't working. The dolls, unfortunately, probably aren't selling as well. What can we do to change it up? Give it a pet. Well, we have all these molds for the critters for Poopsie Slime. To me, it was like almost like a natural situation. And yes, I think a lot of people are being critical about a blurry picture when I'm like, well, let's wait until we get one in our hands first and then see. I'm just hoping we don't lose a ton of quality with the doll. I'm hoping we still have the quality. They just happen to have a pet. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited for them because, like Johnny, I also really love the little poopsie slime surprise critters and everything. So I'm excited to see where it goes. I love the little hints added from the very, very beginning with Sunny, where she created those little animals, and I mean they're not even animals. Some of them are moons and strawberries. So she created them. So like this feels kind of normal. I mean, I thought originally the Poopsie Slime Surprise brand was going to venture into Rainbow High, and we were gonna get this a lot sooner. Like I thought this was gonna happen eventually, especially when they released those 14-inch like giant dolls. I thought we were moving into this direction where they were gonna start coming with Rainbow High dolls. So it's kind of strange to see it happen like what 3 years later, 4 years later. It's strange, but like I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see them better. Like you guys said, it's just a blurry picture, so I'm excited. But I am excited.
I think people are just fearful because again, when Rainbow High first came out, and then the second and third series, and then there was Shadow High coming out with the multiple series of we have such a level of quality, right? Like the references to designer clothing from Prada to Versace. And then it's almost like it has the peak, and then now it's coming into this playline territory where it's coming with the pets. They look a little bit more simplified. And that's the part that makes me sad is I don't want to lose the quality of the doll. And then also I love the references. I love when they're holding a little Balenciaga bag. I love when they're holding a little Gucci thing. Like I think that is so cute. But also, like, again, I have to understand that the main person they're trying to sell to is the kid. And the kid is probably like, I don't understand that weird shaped bag that she's holding. Like it means nothing. That's like a purse to them. So I understand that aspect of it. But that's what I think a lot of people are concerned is that adding the poopsie slime, well, we don't even know if are they going to call them the same? I don't know. The little critters are going to be then taking away and going more into a play line. And I think that's why a lot of people are so apprehensive about it. I don't know if they're maybe scared about the pets. I think they're just scared that we're going to be losing the designer references and like the patent leather and the multiple fabrics and the detailed heels and stuff. I think that's what people are afraid of.
I don't necessarily think we're gonna lose it. I'm hoping we don't. Like I'm over here praying with everybody else, but I don't think we are. Only because yes, we are getting like these little critters that are very much the Poopsie Slime Surprise critters, but I don't think we're gonna go into like the whole poop realm because a lot of people did not like that. The whole like everything was very much that vibe. Even very, very early on they did the Louis Vuitton bag and it was shaped like a poop. It was very much it was very much a thing. So they were already playing with the whole like spin-off on designer brands early on. So I don't think we're gonna lose the designer references. I think we're still gonna keep that, but now we're incorporating the little critters and like they're cute and the big eyes and the eyelashes and like you said, it's gonna cater to kids more. I think they're gonna come also with slime, if I'm not mistaken. So I think they're bringing back the slime element, which I could do without, honestly.
Me too.
Just give
I
me the
thought slime
pet.
was dead. Like I was like, because like obviously surprise toys have been big for so many years, and then slime was so popular for so many years. And even like I always try to use like Toy Fair as a good like kind of like benchmark for like, okay, what's going to be big. And obviously for so many years pre-COVID, like it was slime everywhere, and then it died off. And then this year at Toy Fair, I didn't see anybody pushing slime or kinetic sand or any of that. So I'm very surprised that they were like wanting to go in the slime direction. It's like, did they have some leftover in the warehouse and they're like, oh yeah, just throw that in? Sure, let's get rid of that. I don't know if maybe the trend is changing again, possibly, but like I said, I'm just hoping that we don't get full Barbie fashionista with the Rainbow High line. I hope it doesn't go that direction. I'm like, please no, please don't. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be such a nightmare if it was just very playline, stretchy fabric, we know. But on the leak, I did see the Sunny doll with the slime one. The outfit looked very much the same outfit she came like series one, Sunny. It looked the exact same. So I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna be new because some of them do have different fashion, but I think the Sunny one had like the exact same outfit.
Is it going to be like a reboot of
So
the
I think
originals?
I think it's gonna be kind of a reboot, but it's weird because some of the dolls actually had the exact same outfit, and then another one like Sunny had the same outfit, then the other ones had different outfits. I don't know, it's kind of confusing. And then Amaya had a whole different palette for her hair. It was like very pastel-y color, so
That
I don't
is
really
so
know.
bizarre. Like, why are they reboot? It's kind of like, am I getting G2 Monster High vibes again? Where I
Oh
feel
no,
like the reboot
please.
was so unnecessary.
No,
Like
no, no,
nobody
no, no,
wanted it.
no.
Nobody wanted a G2 Monster High reboot. It was so unnecessary. And now I'm kind of concerned. I'm like, well, why is there I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's just like a revamped version or like, oh, like a new variation or something, but not like a full reboot of the Rainbow High line. Because if we look at any brand, any doll line, reboots normally don't do well. Very
Yeah.
rarely do they really take off. Like G3 Monster High is working because I think there was enough time. I think we saw how bad G2 was, that when G3 was coming out, people were like, oh, a little hopeful. But I feel like is that concerns me then, is Rainbow High doing so poorly that they feel like a reboot is necessary 3 years into the franchise? Like that's weird to me.
Yeah. No, I do feel I hate to say it, but I do feel kind of like a small reboot type of vibe going on here. I've been seeing it for a couple of I think from the very beginning of the year, I've been seeing Rainbow High kind of shifting a little bit, right? Like we saw them cancel Pacific Coast. We saw them like kind of just like start dropping down on a lot of things that we were excited for that are no longer coming out. Like I was really excited for the Shadow High Devious Twins Jeep. I really wanted that car and they canceled. Like they're slowly like doing almost like a soft reboot, and I feel like we're not going to see a lot of what we see now, unfortunately. I just don't want them to do such a drastic reboot that, like you said, flashbacks to the dark ages. Ever After High, Monster High, and then they died. Like I don't want that to happen to Rainbow High because it's still so new. I know it's been like 3 years, but it's still so new. I wanna have more.
But oh no, I was gonna say that the reason why I think G3 for Monster High works is that they're not trying to be G1 or G2. I mean, who wants to be G2? But like they're not trying to be G1. It's like they're in a different universe. All these characters, we're like relearning them again. There's
Mhm.
not the same stories as they told us with one. So I think that's what really helps them differentiate themselves. Like, oh, like this character, they ruined a character. But like it's in a different universe. It's kind of like Spider-Man. All the Spider-Mans are different, but like, They're in a different universe.
You know what? That's a really good example to bring up, like Spider-Man, how that's a franchise that it's continuing to work. It's continuing to do really great. Look how many different variations, whether it was live action or animated, is doing so well. So it really just depends. If, let's say, this is a soft reboot for Rainbow High, then I really hope that they either, like you said, change up the storyline enough to where it's a different variation of it. But then where will that leave the webisodes, though? Then will the webisodes stop? Will the webisodes start changing and all of a sudden they have little pet critters? Like what? Like what will happen? So that's where I'm kind of like, I again, like I agree with you. Monster High's doing it right because they're like, okay, we're rebooting it, but like you said, the characters are revamped. But there was a pause. To me, there's no pause. Like Rainbow High's been consistently putting stuff out this year, and then all of a sudden they're like, reboot 2024, and you're like, what? Like that makes no sense. Like it seems almost somewhat unnecessary, unless there's something going on with marketing and design that obviously us as collectors don't see. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that, with what Johnny said too. I think why G3 works is because there has been time, but they're also kind of tapping into a different universe. And they've played with that a lot in their like little TikToks that they show, where they'll like show G3 Claudine and then she'll change an outfit and it's G1 Claudine's outfit. And she's like, it's very much that vibe. And I love that. I love it when brands and things are very much like tapping into different universes and kind of like pushing it out there. That's really interesting. And but I don't see how it's going to work with Rainbow High because like you said, how are they going to explain these pets which we've seen before and they're just drawings, they're just creations, and Rainbow High does not have magic. That's not a element that they have in the Rainbow High universe. There's never been like magic. It's always very much like real life school and technology and things like that. So I don't know how they're going to explain that into the webisodes. I did also see that the webisodes they're different. They're different. They're not,
to put it nicely.
to put it nicely, yeah, they're different.
You're
There's
like,
a lot that
we will see. I don't know. I'm
yeah.
not, again, like I'm hopeful. I think they're cute from the blurry pictures that we saw, but I'm still, like I said, until we see some concrete in front of us, I'm not gonna, say one way or another. I guess I'll put it that way. But so two very big things coming out, I feel like, going into 2024. And there's a lot of other new stuff too coming out. So as we wrap up today's episode and remind everybody to definitely follow us on the Doll Awards, because we'll be working on that very, very much for the next month. And then also, I think we can honestly do another podcast episode next week where we talk about more, because there's obviously a lot of little releases coming out as we wrap up into 2023 or wrap up 2023 going into 2024. But if you are watching this on YouTube, definitely hit us in the comments. What are new releases that you are excited for coming up into the holiday season? I'm excited to see what everybody says. And what do you think about the Rainbow High reboot? Well, I guess we'll just call it that. I don't know what else to call it. It's interesting.
And also the Doll Award trophy has been revealed. If this episode is going up after 3 p.m. Central Time, then it's revealed. It's up on Instagram. Go check it out. I worked really hard on it, so I hope everyone loves it. I'm excited.
I love that. I can't wait for everybody to see it and comment on it. That's why I said, please, everybody go follow us at the Doll Awards and then let us know, like I said, what you guys want to hear about more episodes in the future for this podcast. It is so much fun sitting here and chatting about dolls.
Bye.
Bye.